Hey guys, so I've been gone for a few days. I haven't filmed in probably a week, which is crazy for me. I feel like I just film all the time. Even though it doesn't feel like it, I feel like I film all the time. So when I don't film for a week, it feels wild to me and I can't comprehend it. But I actually moved, and you probably can't really tell other than probably the echo in the room, because other than this bed, it's kind of empty. I moved on Friday, so I basically had one pre-filmed video that I managed to put out there, and other than that, it was just a free-for-all. I was just, I'll get back to this when I need to get back to this. And I would have pre-filmed more if it wasn't for the fact that I got approved for the apartment in literally a few days. I thought it was going to take a little bit longer because I wasn't really sure about the moving process. I wasn't really sure how these things work, but so I thought I had more time than I did, and suddenly they were like, hey, you can move in on Friday. And I was like, hey, I might just take you up on that. So I moved, and here I am. No home tour coming soon. I like to keep a little bit of my privacy, but you'll see what you see in the background of things. Today we're just gonna go back to the drama of it all. Before we do that, subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment for engagement, and let's just get into it. Also, as I already told you guys in past videos, YouTube has been mass deleting a bunch of accounts. So please check if you're subscribed. If you're not, like, scroll down. Like, actively please with me right now, check, are you still subscribed and are your notifications turned on? Otherwise you're going to struggle to get notifications from me. A lot of people say that they just don't realize that I post videos because YouTube doesn't notify them. So just do all of that before we get into it, and let's just go. Also, engagement and likes, super important to push content out. But you guys know that. Ace family, more drama. So they seem to always be in drama and always seem to be complaining about it, and it's just almost always their doing. So we have, you know, gambling, events, lies, the house. They actually recently did a brand deal that I covered in a video about gambling, and it's with looty.com, like this website that you can like win prizes. Like you'll click and then you can win like a sticker, or you can win like a house. Like there's like, and then some in between, like an iPhone, AirPods, yada yada. And the last people that I remember doing these kind of brand deals that were also aimed at children is Jake Paul and Rice Gum. It was a different brand, but I remember the concept was the same. You pay a little bit of money and then you could either win a sticker or one of the most expensive mansions in LA worth 250 million. And obviously I didn't hear of anyone winning this 250 million dollar house, not pound, because it's still on the market. So, you know, and I remember back in the day, obviously they got called out pretty severely and had to apologize. I remember Rice Gum did an apology video where he like gave away Amazon gift cards, and then people tried to redeem them. Apparently they didn't work. Sorry, I'm getting messages. Yeah, apparently they didn't work. That was a whole different drama. Anyway, Ace Family got called out for this. They didn't get called out quite as much, and I feel like that's just because their hype is severely dying down. Like I feel like at the time Jake Paul and Rice Gum were like at the height of their career, the peak. Well, Rice Gum was just coming off his peak. I think that's why he was doing these brand deals, but he was still kind of relevant. I feel like as much as I don't really like to throw this word around anymore, Ace Family have become quite irrelevant, just in the grand scheme of like where their career used to be versus where it is now. I feel like they're not at the height of their career right now. But they recently did this brand deal and I covered it, and you could tell that they're like, when they were like winning things, that seemed to be set up as well. It was just a really odd brand deal. Anyway, now they also admit that their own daughter, their young daughter, watches their videos on like her own accord.
Well, shout out to you, beautiful princess El Lively McBroom. When you watch this video, I want you to know Daddy loves you so much. I love you more than you'll ever know. Daddy will always be here for you no matter what, whatever you need. I'm the man to give it to you. Any and everything. I got you forever. I love you so much. Happy birthday.
And baby, if you're watching this, if you're scrolling through YouTube and you happen to see this video, you're so smart now. So I know you're probably watching, but I love you so much.
Which is a huge representation of like probably their audience. Their audience is very young. It's children as a whole, not many adults, I'm assuming. What did Austin do after he got called out for promoting gambling to children? He did another gambling ad with Draftkings on his Snapchat story, and this is actually a very interesting thing. So he actually, this is where you bet on games, and there's also a casino bit of it's like a different section. And on the story, Austin put a warning that you can call this number that he provided if you have a gambling addiction. How about we just don't promote gambling?
So look, me and my little brother Landon are going head to head in a series of challenges that you can play on Draftkings for free. Get your predictions in and everything and see the outcome on who gonna win. Super easy. All you gotta do is click the link right here, put your predictions in, and depending on how many you get right, you may have a chance to win some free prizes and see who comes out victorious. You already know who's gonna win. Easy work.
And then there is this clip of a video from that I'm gonna play for you guys where Catherine's like, in the next month or so, you guys are gonna see a lot of videos exposing us, because that's what they like to do. It's like clockwork. Like every few months, they like to call us out.
But I have to say, and you heard it here first, right? For all of our OG followers, if you're watching and you're listening to this right now, okay? Be prepared for some just drama, some unwanted, just weird vibe, weird energy coming towards the Ace family name in the next month or so. It happens like waves. It kind of comes and goes depending on how much we're doing. If we're out there and we're doing events, there's just more shit thrown at us. Just be prepared that that's coming. Don't click these drama channels. Don't click these news outlets, because they're just trying to get you to click. So don't do it.
I feel like our loyal Ace family members already know that, but it's good that you address that.
I mean, it, like literally, like it happens every time.
Yeah.
It's like clockwork. It's like something that I just know. It's not even intuition anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this happens every time. It's literal forensic evidence.
How about every few months you guys come out of the woodworks to put on an event that flops, or you get sued, or you sell a house, and then we talk about it? But it's not us like putting this on, it's you guys doing something and then us calling you out. A little recap, because there's more drama. They recently announced the Ace Fest, which is supposed to be a Disney meets Coachella, but after their tickets went on sale, that little punchline actually left the website. It was like under, it would be like Ace Fest and then like Disney meets Coachella, and then that's just not on there anymore. So I don't know if it's not going to be Disney meets Coachella anymore. But I was, you know, I was hoping it would be Disney meets Coachella. I haven't bought any tickets, but like I was hoping to see it. So they put this event on. The tickets are really expensive. They pretend, I'm putting everything in quotations because I don't want to get sued. They pretend that they sell out, but in reality, Mad Catster and his friend go through and put in the quantities and see how much was actually, how many tickets were actually on sale and how many actually sold out. And it was nowhere near what they were saying. But Austin puts out this video on Instagram where he jumps into the pool and says that they sold out, which was apparently a lie. And then they said that they had asked for more tickets and like increased the volume and put them on sale again, and they're still on sale. They still haven't sold out. But at the same time, while saying that they sold out and needed to increase their volume, they also then went and sued Sloan, a fellow commentary YouTuber, for apparently ruining their sales. But like they claimed to sell out. You can't have it both ways. So that's happening. But then on the other sphere of things, they also did a boxing event, obviously with LiveX Live, and then LiveX Live sued them for not bringing in as much money as they said they would. So none of the like boxers got paid at the start. I'm pretty sure the YouTube, like the British side, got paid because they actually asked to get paid up front, whereas the TikTokers and the US side, essentially, because that's essentially how it kind of split up. It was like YouTube, Britain, TikTok, America mainly. So the TikTokers didn't get paid from America until recently, allegedly, because they just didn't have the money. And LiveX Live obviously settled out of court, and that money was then used to pay off the TikTokers and, you know, whoever didn't get paid. However, the payout was about 5 million, and Bryce Hall was promised 5 million. So that really just covers one boxer. Where are the rest? Anyway, so this happens, and Austin now has started teasing a new fight in the crypto arena, formerly known as the Staples Arena.
Ace family, your boy's back in the ring. It's going down July 30th at Crypto Arena, aka Staples Center. Y'all know what we did there a couple years ago. We back. Y'all better pull up. Not gonna want to miss it. Already know. Y'all already asking when the tickets go on sale. They go on sale very soon, in about a week or so. Just keep up with our posts so do not miss out. I thought y'all were excited about a basketball event. I couldn't imagine a boxing event. This is gonna be so exciting, so fun to watch. I really do hope Gib is taking this serious, because as you saw in the last event, my last opponent, I don't know if he took it serious. And I really need Gib to step up to the plate and make the fight, because we got to give the fans what they want.
He does these IG stories where he mentions this previous fight, and he says that everyone's still talking about it. People still mention it, like people mention it as if like I'm a bad boxer. No one said you were a bad boxer. We're mentioning it because people got scammed. Like people didn't get paid for the thing that they were supposed to get paid for until you settled out of court with a brand that was suing you. That's why we're still talking about it. I don't care about your boxing abilities. I do not care about your boxing skills at all, not even one bit. It's the fact that people just didn't get paid when they were supposed to get paid. He now claims that there were some business issues, yes, but it was entertaining and people gained followers from it. So that's really all that counts, because followers pay the bills. No, these people wanted money. And they did it for money, not the followers. Well, I'm sure they also did it for the followers, but the money would have been nice because that's what they were promised. He then claims that all the fighters have now been paid except for a few who are now taking part in the new fight, and I'm assuming that's just going to get added onto like their new deal. At least that's what I'm gathering from his little like talk about this. He said he actually lost millions of pounds. Why do I keep on saying pounds? He actually said he lost millions of dollars on this, which like, yeah, but other people didn't get paid. And this was your event. Like, if anyone's going to feel the loss of this event, it should be you and not the people that you agreed to pay to perform at your event, essentially. Because these boxers were essentially just performing at this event. It wasn't their event they were putting on. And I remember when the fight was happening and the lawsuit was going on, I remember some like documents came out where Austin was actually like co-owning one of the brands that was putting on this event. I don't think anyone really knew. So of course you were gonna take on the financial loss and not the people that you had employed essentially to be at your event. I know that he didn't employ them, but just for the purpose of explaining this, like this was his event that he was putting on, and he brought these performers in and said, I'm gonna pay you. And then afterwards he was like, actually I don't want to pay you because I don't have the money. So of course it would make sense that you were gonna take on the burden of the financial losses and not the people that you promised to pay, because it's your event and your responsibility. He said that people are now doubting his boxing skills because of this. No, people just don't like scams. Like, people are not doubting your boxing skills. People are just doubting your ability to put on an event that isn't a scam. There's a big difference. Now, apparently Gib is fighting Austin, which, sure, I'm not really that excited. I don't really care about either of these people. No offense to any of them. I'm just not really that interested. But I hope everyone gets paid this time. And this is happening actually a few weeks away from Ace Fest. So he's actually having 2 events in like a short period of time. It's actually just in like a month. Already, like the Ace Fest location was already double booked for the Ace Fest and a different event. So that already was an issue. They also didn't have a location until like pretty close to when it was happening. It's supposed to be happening sometime now, like June, July-ish. They didn't really have a location. It was actually double booked. They've got this event that is supposed to be Disney meets Coachella, but the tickets aren't really selling out. So really they're not making the money that they're supposed to be making to put this event on. And now he's doing another event in a close proximity to it that is supposed to be a boxing event. But we already know that like the last time we did a boxing event, no one got paid. So like this just seems like a disaster waiting to happen. And this is why they were like, Ace family, like if you see in the next few months videos dragging us, don't listen and don't click. It's because we're going to be talking about how probably this isn't going to work out. Look, I hope for the sake of everyone that buys these tickets, and I hope for the sake of these boxers that are going to perform at this event, that everyone gets paid, everything goes smoothly, everything goes well. But knowing the Ace family and knowing how they put on events, I just have a feeling, in my bones that it's not gonna go too well. He's posting like IG stories about it where he's dragging Bryce Hall for not taking their fight seriously and being like, hopefully Gib, my next opponent, like takes it seriously because Bryce clearly didn't. How about we focus on not scamming people? Like, instead of dragging Bryce Hall for not taking it seriously, how about you take this event seriously and actually try your best to pay people on time, putting on a good show, like etc, etc, etc. Like, how about stop focusing on whether Bryce Hall took it seriously and focus on whether you took it seriously and if you will take it seriously. I think that's it for me today. That is all the updates about the Ace family that I found recently that I've been catching up on. And obviously after moving everything, I'm just catching up on stories that happened last week to this week, and that's going to make up the breadth of this week. And then from next week I'm going to be keeping up to date with stories. So let me just catch up quickly after moving house, and then after that I'm hoping for a more solid schedule of posting videos. It's been super stressful just looking for a new place. So yeah, I'm just hoping that everything's going to be nice and normal for you guys now, and that my mental health will be thriving enough where I can actually keep a consistent schedule. So subscribe with that bell icon for engagement, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.